Hello.
Last weekend, I had the pleasure of meeting the design engineer who created the latest iPhone camera, so the iPhone 7. He is friends with my friend who used to live here and moved out to California, where they met. She was introducing him to her friends and showing him around town, and of course, I couldn't help but ask if she thought he would ever like to come here. And she said, he loves working at Apple. They hire the best and the brightest. They reward their employees for hard work and success. We just don't have anywhere like that here in Minnesota. And she's right, but I wish that wasn't the case. I would like to see Minnesota become the envy of the rest of the nation. It wouldn't really be that difficult. It requires an attitude shift on the part of government. And recently, Minnesota has developed more of an attitude of punishing success than rewarding it. So the same reason that the best and the brightest, a guy like David, wants to work for Apple is the reason companies want to come to your state. So if your state rewards success, you will attract more businesses. And if they punish success, and we've lost a lot of high wage earners too, in addition to companies, then you lose them. If we want to make Minnesota the best, we're going to have to make some changes. My recommendation was that we eliminate the corporate income tax. Ironically, just to get in the nuts and bolts, it's not that much of our revenue anyway. Relatively speaking, North Dakota cut off more off their budget than we get from the corporate income tax just because they wanted to be more efficient. So we could do it. It's totally doable, and it would give us major bragging rights. If you want to incentivize something, you put it on sale. When a store wants you to come in, what do? They have a sale. Minnesota needs to put business on sale. We lost Medtronic. Medtronic was the largest corporation to renounce its U.S. tax citizenship. It should have been a major wake-up call. Instead, our governor treated it as though it was good news. I don't understand the attitude. They started in 1949 in a garage in Northeast Minneapolis. Wouldn't we want to keep them here? It should have been a sad day. It should have been a major red flag. It should have caused us to change our attitude. We're not paying attention to the signs. In Ireland in particular, and it's interesting to me that Medtronic chose to go to Ireland of all places. Ireland in the 1990s, they dropped their corporate income tax 20%, which was a pretty drastic reduction. So they went from 32 down to 12. That led to a major economic boom. By the time I visited Ireland in 2007, it was a rich country. There were Range Rovers everywhere, brand new houses. It was clearly not the poor Ireland. And if you don't recall, Ireland actually had a reputation as a poor country. Bono attributes the drop in their corporate income tax to the first prosperity Ireland has ever known. So pretty dramatic change. And all it took was incentivizing business. They did it. We could do it too. As it is, Minnesota does not reward success. We have the third highest corporate income tax in the nation, and pile that on to our U.S. corporate income tax, which is the highest in the world, and we are not looking like a competitive place to do business. We look like a place that punishes businesses. We have all these other awesome selling features. We have a highly intelligent, educated workforce, arts and culture, nightlife, fantastic cuisine. Obviously, Minneapolis is not Silicon Valley, and Silicon Valley doesn't necessarily have the best tax policies, but if we want businesses to want to come to us, we have to give them an incentive to make a change, just like Ireland did. Wealth is not paper and ink. It is the things that people want. I would like to be a place that produces iPhones. I would love to see Apple have a plant that overlooks the Mississippi River, downtown Minneapolis. Wouldn't that be a thing of beauty? Wouldn't it be awesome to attract, to outcompete the other states so that businesses want to be here? Can it be done? Absolutely. But it's going to require an attitude shift. It's going to require a shift in leadership. And the leadership that we've had has punished success instead of promoting it. Thanks for watching.